Hi everyone, my name is Nayeli Dalisay. I'm a certified Sophia Circle leader, and I'm so happy and grateful to be here with you back for this third part of the 6 weeks mini series of some really important moments on my journey with the Sophia Code the past almost 5 years. I really felt this inspiration to share some important moments from my journey through the Sophia Code over the last years, because I really felt that, okay, wow, how can I convey my deep love and honor for this book, for this codex, for this transmission in a way that is maybe a bit different, a bit new, that can really also showcase the human journey through this all. I shared sort of my first steps with the Sophia Code, and if you have not watched those 2 first parts, then you can click on here and watch them there. I've already sort of laid out where I was before the Sophia Code came into my life and how I navigated through the first wave of journeying through the Sophia Code in a very accelerated way now that I was looking at the timelines. Today I want to go through some very pivotal moments for me in my own journey after I think a bit more than 1 year of having had completed the Sophia Code. So without further ado, let's dive into this. I was through that journey of going through a lot of initiations, having a lot of questions in my life personally. It was very vulnerable, right? Because I was very open. I was confused in many ways. In that vulnerability, it is easy to be preyed upon. So I had to also learn discernment through my journey, which has been one of the biggest blessings, really, truly, because I was like, okay, how do I really learn to listen to my body and my higher self and the direct directions that I'm receiving from my higher self and Sophia God. I stopped last week with me having had this really beautiful breakthrough and experience of sharing the Lionsgate ceremony of 2021 with my community that I was living at that time. We watched it together. It was a really exciting growth curve for myself. And then also I had purchased Psychic Development 1 at some point in time, I don't even remember, and it was just in my basket of my mystery school / Ascension Academy purchases that I had made over the months, but I never really watched and listened to those transmissions. Fast forward a couple of months, I decided, due to many different circumstances, to leave the community. At that time, I was in a bit of a weird place in my life. I had been, I guess I would name it in this way, I had been preyed upon my vulnerabilities, my unworthinesses, my deep desire to serve humanity, and also my scarcity programs by other coaches or mentors. So I was working with them and I felt like I was in a cycle of like, whoa, okay, I like there was just so much happening, and I felt very, very unworthy and insecure as well. Simultaneously, I did not feel that I was being fed so much of, I call it the false light paradigm, just to be very clear and very blunt. So I was fed a lot of truths that I sort of really felt a resonance in myself, like, whoa, yes, this is true, this is true, this is true. Simultaneously, there was this preying upon all of the vulnerabilities and not the empowerment that I was actually needing at that time. So I was in a place, in a moment in my life where I was like, okay, I'm going to be serving all of these people. No idea how, no idea. That was like not spoken upon, but like, yes, you are going to be serving all of these people. Through all of the mind controlling programs that I received through the false light narrative, I hit another rock bottom. So if you listen to the first part of this 6-week series, then you will remember that my rock bottom was when I had my Kundalini awakening, which was life-changing. And during that time, I hit another rock bottom in early 2022. I was pretty much, I guess, very, very, very much out of life force energy. and very uninspired, very like, okay, what now? In that moment, I was guided to listen to the Psychic Development 1 training that I had already purchased like months ago, and it was life-changing. I had been going through so many unworthiness programs around my psychic abilities, not knowing how to connect with my psychic abilities, with my guides, really comparing myself 100%, feeling jealous, feeling like unworthy, feeling all of the feelings. I went through that psychic development training, and oh my gosh, life-changing experience, I can say. I really felt, again, I felt seen, I felt heard, I felt understood through that training. I felt that I was allowed to be connecting with myself and learning how to connect with my own very unique psychic abilities, not the way that anyone else would connect with their psychic abilities, because I was suffering so much of comparison codes within my own field. I forgot my own self-communion. I forgot my own connection with my body in such a crazy way. So walking through that curriculum was like, whoa, okay, I have to get out the Sophia Code again. And during that time, a friend of mine was telling me about her sort of exploring the option of joining Sophia Circle Leadership training, which was very interesting because I'd never considered joining Sophia Circle Leadership training at all. I felt too unworthy. Who was I to join Sophia Circle Leadership at all? Like, no, that's something for people who are more psychic, more advanced, more XYZ, whatever. As I was going through all of the beautiful initiations with the psychic development training and really, again, somatically having this experience of how my body changed, how my reality changed, how I felt more at peace with myself and my body. Wow, I was like, oh my gosh, this is something that I want to dive deeper into. This is something that I want to experience and explore for myself. Can I share this with others in a way that feels very aligned? Can I go through a certification process and deepen my relationship once again with the Sophia Code? So all of these things went through my head, and I had a conversation with a team angel at the time, and she confirmed that I can join, which was like, whoa, I can join, I'm good enough for that. Oh my gosh, all of the human growth curves that we go through, right? The moment where I decided to join SEL, something shifted within me. And then the next couple of months, wow, the next couple of months were challenging before starting SEL. So many things that had to be burnt down to the ground once again, and experiences that were very, very, very interesting. I do remember feeling very unclear to where to go to and what to do with my life in a way. I had left the community that was not for me. Okay, what was the next thing to do for me? I wanted to serve, but I did not know how. I didn't know how to reach the people. I was sort of intoxicated by so many narratives, spiritual narratives that have been sort of moving through my consciousness in a big way. And I was recovering from so much change and so much growth and so much trauma as well. That those months while I was traveling, while I was mentoring with a person that I felt a huge codependency with, that was crazy. More on that, and more on especially the beginning of Sophia Circle Leadership and my experience, my resistances of starting Sophia Circle Leadership, and me moving through Sophia Circle Leadership on next week. If you want to follow along that journey, then feel free to subscribe to receive that notification bell on your screen. And I'm really looking forward to sharing those pieces and those nuggets with you again, and just sharing my story. It's so much fun to go back and to sort of track the dates, the year. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's been almost 5 years. It's like crazy. it's like, whoa, full circle moment. And I just want to thank you for being here. If you have any questions, then feel free to put them down below in the comments. And if you feel called to open a new chapter for yourself with the Sophia Code, no matter where you are on your journey with the Sophia Code, there's such a beautiful perfection in everything, and there's these ever evolving growth curves and arcs of evolution that happen with the Sophia Code. And it's just so much fun to re-deepen our relationship always with the Sophia Code, and with every time that we go into that, we sort of unravel a new aspect of ourselves, which is really cool, right? So if you feel called to do that in community, then feel free to reach out to me, and I'm really happy to share a bit more about a Sophia Circle journey and what that is and how that can serve you in your journey of awakening and of reconnecting and remembering the truth of your sovereignty. All my love.